All right, all right. I'm going to get started on the random, and that way everybody knows what teams they have. So we have the 15 teams left over. Diamondbacks, Braves, Orioles, Reds, Guardians, Astros, Marlins, Twins, Mets, Phillies, Giants, Cardinals, Rays, Rangers, Blue Jays. Um, some big ones. Reds were considered one of the top 5 teams. Everything I looked online, so that was one of the teams you want to have. I was shocked nobody took them. Guardians have the cover boy on here, Travis Bazzana. So obviously some chances and some nice PC cards too. Obviously, the Rangers have some good rookies always. Mets too. So some good chances, some good stuff. We have 4 autos coming out of this box, which is awesome. So we're going to randomize it 9 times, going in the order of the spot you claimed. Here we go. 1. Cardinals on top. D-backs bottom 2. Rays and Twins. 3. Cardinals and D-backs. 4. Giants and Orioles the bottom. 5. Reds at top. Rangers the bottom. 6. Rangers on top. Blue Jays at the bottom. 7. Twins and Astros. 8. Orioles and Rays. Here we go. Last one. I like this one. I would like the Orioles. Here we go. Last one. Boom. Twins. So I pick up the Twins. Cardinals going to Walton. Hosby picking up the Phillies. Orioles going to Jimmy O'Hara. Jeff Kalaji's on 5 picking up the Rangers. Tyler Haynes at 6 picking up the Astros for Jeff. Sorry, Jeff. Rangers for Tyler. Michael Kinney on 7 picking up them Guardians. Little Bazzana action. Bazzana. Hosby on 8 and 9 picking up the Blue Jays and Rays. Harlan Benner on 10 picking up the Marlins. 11 White Sox. Jamie picking up Mets. That's a good one too. Jamie did good. Mets and Orioles for his second teams. Andrew at Mariners with the 12 picking up the Giants. Los Gigantes. Chase with the Brewers picking up them Reds. That's a good one, Chase. D-backs for Dim Jennings. And Braves for Tony Tidor. Always a solid one. Give me 2 minutes and I'll update the post for anybody coming late. Hosby hitting the right. Okay. Hey, Haas, how you doing, buddy? I just updated the post, but I can tell you, I'll go through ownership right now. I got the Royals and the Twins. Jeremiah has Cubs and Cardinals. Hosby, you have Rockies and Phillies for your second team, and then Tigers, Blue Jays, Padres, Rays. So your 3 other teams are Phillies, Blue Jays, and Rays. Jimmy O'Hara getting the Red Sox and the Orioles, along with the White Sox and the Mets. So he did really good getting Orioles and Mets. Jeff Kalaji's Pirates and Astros. Tyler Haynes, Yankees and Rangers. Another one there. Michael Kinney, Nationals and Guardians. Harlan Benner, Athletics and Marlins. Andrew there, Mariners and Giants. Chase Stoffel, Brewers and Reds. Jim Jennings, Angels and D-backs. And then Tony Tidor, Dodgers and Braves. So I thought this was a fun one for around that $20 range to be able to hopefully pull some sweet cards and have a little fun. 4 autos guaranteed. Plus we got this fun pack too. Let's see here. Got a few extra cards I put in the prize box and was able to pick up some older product, not older, but like 23, 24, something like that, to be able to have some packs to give into. We're going to start with one of those packs to get the table warmed up. And Hosby, you're the only one here, I think, so far. If you want to give me your guess for an auto also. Start with a 24 pack to get the table warmed up. Okay. Let's see if I can make sure we don't lose any coverage. Oh, you got to give me a guess. Let's see. I can tell you who the best ones are. Let's see. Travis Bazzana, J.J. Weatherholt, Bryce Rainier, Max Clark, Walker Jenkins, Samuel Basallo for the Orioles, Charlie Condon, Jesus Mave. Those are the ones I found, the biggest names that were in there. So if you want to pick any of those, like I said, for an Orioles, it'd be Basallo. Samuel Basallo is the big chase for the Orioles. Played for the Norfolk Tides, apparently. I mean, Condon and Jesus Mave are like the biggest names, I would guess. And Bazzana is a pretty big name, too. So, okay, Bazzana. So he is there, right there. Minor League Baseball, Travis Bazzana, Lake County Captains. So, and then after the pack, we'll rip into this guy. So, our advent calendar. So, first off, start off. Hey, Tyler, thank you. If you'd like to give me a guess, Tyler, your second team, by the way, is the Rangers. We have 4 autos, so I'm going to go $15 break credit if somebody calls it. It's a cheaper break, and 4 autos get better chance somebody gets it right. So, first start out, first prize, Justin Turner for the Red Sox and Jamie O'Hara. So we'll roll the dice for him. Cedric Mullins, Gunnar Henderson, Aroldis Chapman, Oslives Basabe, Lucan Baker, a Juan Soto to the moon for the Yankees on a die cut. Nice one there. And then we got a little shiny William Contreras for the Brewers and Chase. Nice die cut, though. That's Hosby, so I think he'll be happy if that happens. Sounds good, Tyler. Thanks for hopping in, buddy. It's a good start for you, getting a die cut. There you go. Nice looking card. We'll get our display up in a minute. I just want to get through this big box first. So we roll the dice for Jamie for the first prize for the Red Sox. 4 times. 1. It's 4. So card 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is a Charlie Condon base card out of Donruss, rated rookie. So going out to Jamie O'Hara. I haven't even turned on the TV yet this morning. I was running all over doing other things. After this, I'm running down to the hospital or to the rehab center to see my mom. So kind of all over the place today. I just know that tomorrow we're busy too. So Oregon's whooping up on USC, right? Oregon kind of needs that win because the only other win they really had, good win, was Penn State, and Penn State's not considered a good win anymore. Although I think you still have to go with the fact at the time they were still a really good team. So that's how I feel anyway, because Penn State was like number 2 for a while. I think these are fun. They're just a pain to rip. I can't imagine being a little kid and actually being patient and only opening one of these at a time. Okay. I don't know how the buybacks work or any of that, so I'm going to have to, let's see, I can't do that. I can't lay it down. I have to do this, I think. That's awesome. I forgot they jam these things in there. Be patient with me. These are a pain in the butt. Well, that's the thing. If Oregon wins, well, they don't have the tiebreaker with Indiana, but they didn't play Ohio State. Hope these don't damage the cards. Get these out of here. This is stupid as can be. So they'd have the tiebreaker Ohio State. So if Indiana beats Ohio State, it'll be Indiana-Oregon, I think, right, in the championship? I don't know how that works. I'm sure your brother knows all the scenarios. Plus, Ohio State still has to beat Michigan. Something that Ryan Day has not done well at. Does Indiana play Ohio State or not until the championship? To go medieval. That's how I open presents too. That's much easier. All right, old school wax. Pack after pack after pack. Yeah, these make the kaboom boxes seem fun. I don't like how they're jammed in there. Okay, so they're in 99%. Okay. So it's more like if somehow you guys lose. Okay, we made it. 14 minutes in. Well, you knew who I'm rooting for. I usually have a little West Coast bias, but after Oregon, USC, and UCLA killed the Pac-12, I'm out. So I'm rooting for Indiana all the way, baby. Okay, so there's 5 and 5. That's 10. Let me put that one back. 4, 5. There's 15. 17, 18, 19, 20. So there's our 20 of those. And then we have 2 of the buybacks. Old school and evergreen. So we're going to do 5 and 5. So we'll do 10 of these now. You guys beat Purdue, aren't you in too? Not you, I meant your brother's team. Which I kind of consider you guys because you're attached. Once again, anybody coming in late, give me your guess for an auto. I should just told everybody to wait 20 minutes for getting in. Let me open all this stuff first. I told my wife it's not that long a break. It's just a little time consuming at the start. My son would say absolute cinema. This is not absolute cinema. It's the opposite. If anybody sees something holiday and I miss as we're going through, please let me know. That's the truth. You got to pay your dues. So here's a question for you, Tyler. If, not that we're wishing it, but if Indiana loses to Ohio State in the Big Ten championship, do they drop to like 5, or do they keep their bye? Going to 5 is not horrible either, because then you get a home game against the 12, which would be JMU or somebody like that. So not that you want to lose. I'm just throwing that out there. Jackson Churio, Jarren Duran on a green, Shohei on a die cut. Nice one for the Dodgers. Arenado. Like I said, if you see any Christmassy stuff that I missed, please let me know. Trey Sweeney, Rook. Most of the Rooks and the greens we're going to do later. Jacob deGrom, Jordan Alvarez, Julio on a green. Nice one there. Aaron Judge. Shohei gets a sleeve. Kumar Rocker. And Griffin Conine for the Marlins on a green rookie. Ian, but all you know is they probably are better. Ohio State's, a lot of people feel like Ohio State is better than they were last year. Hey, Tony, how you doing? Welcome in. One of the first cards out. There you go, buddy. A little Shohei Dodgers love. The 2 MVPs. We got Paul Skeens going out to the Pirates. Nice. Mason Miller, Will Warren, Langford, Jokinski Noel, Green Young-Hoo Lee, Logan Gilbert for the Mariners on a whip. Watch me whip. Watch me nay-nay. Anthony Santander, Adel Amador, and Will Wagner on a green rookie for the Blue Jays. Tony, if you want to give me your guess for an auto, we'll do $15 break credit. Rushing, okay. Rush. Glad you got your Dodgers this time. It's been kind of tough sledding getting them every break. All right, we got Matt Chapman for the Giants on a WAR, Tomoyuki Sugano, Roki Sasaki, Lawrence Butler, Adolis Garcia, Luis Arias for the Padres, Pete Alonso, Tyler Soderstrom, Drew Thorpe, Ryan Bliss, and Hunter Green. Rush. These nice lists are kind of cool cards. I like them. It'd be kind of a fun set to try and get all of them. Oh, this guy going downhill. Yikes. Class A. Might be in jail soon. Cole Reagans, Dylan Cease, Riley Green, Vlad Guerrero, Justin Henry Malloy, Evan Carter, Clayton Kershaw, Kyle Tucker, and Alcantara for the Cubbies. There you go, Jeremiah. Nice green parallel. Little Vlad for the Blue Jays. And Hosby. And Clase for the Guardians. And Michael Kinney. Full focus here. It's having trouble. Sorry, guys. There we go. Hope everybody's having a good Saturday. Oh, what's the score in the game, Tyler? You said it's a good game. I was curious what the score is. Got another Aaron Judge. This one's the longest home run, it looks like. Rhett Lauder, I think he's one of the chasers for the Reds in the other box. Could be him or maybe it's somebody else. I'm trying to remember now. Going out to Chase. Jazz Chisholm. Jackson Holiday. Mason Wynn on a green. Chris Sale on the strikeouts for the Braves. And Jason Dominguez. Not Derulo. So 2 Aaron Judge die cuts coming out already for the Yanks. And Tyler. Oh, no problem, buddy. Enjoy your walk. I can't imagine they'd fire Lincoln Riley, but I know a lot of people are pretty disgruntled. Okay, so we got 2 buybacks in old school. We're going to do 1 buyback in the old school, and then we'll do the rest of the box. So let's do our old school. If anybody wants the gum, I'll send it to you. There's the imprint of the gum, so you never forget how good the gum was. With the Topps Company sweatshirt, there we go. Turning back the clock for the Mets on a Dwight Gooden. John Moses, Randy Myers. Cubs leaders. Who's that pigeon? Oh, Maddox. I always forget he was a Cubby. Little Maddox action. Rick Rhoden, Jerry Roos, Gary Redus, Brian Downing, Mark Clear, Joe Carter. There we go for the Indians / Guardians. Paul Kilgus, Mike Dunn, Carmen Castillo, Fred Manrique, and Lloyd McClendon. Not a great box or pack, but most of them weren't back then. Let's try a buyback. I don't know what these mean, but I always like the looks of them. Somebody that's smarter than me understands them, sure. Going out to the Braves on the throwback looking Freddie Freeman. It's an early Freddie Freeman card, 2012, Heritage. Interesting. Going out to Tony Tidor. Nice looking card. Old school Freddie. Okay. Let's open the other 12. Thanks again for joining. Thank you guys again for filling. It's hard when we went like a stretch there was like 2 or 3 weeks with like no product. So then when product hits, it's like, okay, I want to break it all kind of thing. And so I know it's hard for you guys financially too to have like update and this in the same week. So I apologize for that. Thank you guys for helping out either way. And then we did the same thing. We did certified and my goodness, mosaic in the same week, and that's a lot. So I know it's tough financially, so I apologize if you guys, I'm making it too hard for you. I appreciate you hopping in when you can. That being said, I have a Phoenix break that finally came in, so I'm tempted to do Phoenix for maybe drop it tomorrow. We can maybe break it Monday or Tuesday. So now that I'm off of work right now temporarily, I've got a little more time, which is good though, because I can get stuff together. And if somebody has a good break and they want their stuff shipped quicker, I can try get a little bit faster. And I know, Tony, you're wondering, and I was talking with Bronx, and we're definitely going to do a Star Wars break sometime over the holiday weekend. That is the plan. Star Wars sometime throughout the Thanksgiving weekend. So don't know what day for sure we'll drop. I'll try and give plenty of notice. I can even shoot you a DM when I know it's coming because I know you're a big fan. I think Tyler, you enjoy it too. I can't remember. And Hosby. So I think I have 2 hobby boxes, and then 2 top super boxes from Costco. One last year, one this year. So at least 1 or 2, couple guaranteed autos, I think. So it should be fun. I always enjoy Star Wars. We've had some pretty awesome polls too over the last year or so. All right, and once again, anybody coming in late, give me your guess for an auto or DM me if you're having troubles commenting. Star Wars. Talking about Star Wars. I love that skit. My brain just went blank. Oh my gosh. Bill Murray. Yes, sorry. Oof. That's such a funny skit. Lounge singer. Right. Shane Bieber. Wandy Diaz. Yokensky on a green for the Guardians. Nice. Ellie. Stolen bases going after the Reds and Chase Stoffel. Jace Jung for the Tigers. Dustin Harris. Caden Donna for the Angels and Jim Jennings. Nice on a green. Durant for the Red Sox and Jamie. Cedane Rafaela. Luis Arias. Ha-Seong Kim. Blake Snell and Jackson Chorio on a green. I have not seen a holiday card yet, official one of you guys. I don't know if you guys have noticed anything, but I have not seen anything that has a decoration. I will glance back through the base when we are done just to make sure I didn't miss one. Star Wars. Talking about Star Wars. Okay. Got Aaron Judge again. That's the third Aaron Judge coming out on the die cuts. Nice job for the Yanks. Shea Langoliers, Tariq Skubal, Mark Vientos on a green. Bobby Witt for the Royals on an average. Nice. Aaron Judge, sleeve. Ketel Marte, Dylan Cruz, rook for the Nationals. Nice one. Vinny Pascantino, Kyle Schwarber for the Phillies. Mookie B, Ozzie Albies, Yoshinobu Yamamoto, the Twin Cities. More Aaron Judge. Just can't get enough. Talking about Star Wars. Got a little hitch in the internet. I apologize if it's jerking around a little bit. Woofy. We are on Ethernet, so hopefully it gets a little better. Yeah, I just saw that. I don't know. The family's here and stuff, and the line to our house, the internet's not there anymore, so I think we're on our own. But I'm hoping to get a. I've not done a break this time of day in a while, though, on a Saturday, so I think it's just the internet's kind of overwhelmed. It's got a little blur to it today, too. I don't love. I apologize for you. It was either this or it was going to be like at midnight my time last night, so that would have been bad for everybody. So I apologize. All right, Drake Screwball. That's for the Tigers. Vlad, Bobby Witt, Corbin Burns, Luis Angel Acuna. Reese Hines on a green. O'Neal Cruz for the Pirates. Adrian Del Castillo. Leo Jimenez. Ezekiel Tovar. We have a green Langford. And then Corbin Carroll for the D-backs. Civilized time. I was kind of going really quick through the cards, too. I think it was hard for the camera to keep up. I really got to upgrade my system one of these days. Just finances aren't the best right now with me not working. So, for the Reds, Reese Hines. And O'Neal for the Pirates and Jeff. Okay, last little stack. All right. Royce Lewis, Luke Keyshaw, Drew Romo on a green for the Rockies and Hosby. Nice. Robbie Witt on a die cut. Alcantara, Giancarlo Stanton, Teoscar Hernandez. Literally middle of the night, right? Yeah, that's why I was like, there's no way I could do that to you guys. Zavine. Kumar Rocker on a green for the Rangers and Tyler Haynes. Nice. Stanton for the Yankees and a Spencer Strider. I think he's got, 4 die cuts in that little box. My son's panicking because Bronx has plans to go to a bounce place like jumping. It's called Jumping Squirrel or something. I don't know. And little sister doesn't want to get out of the bath, so he's panicking. Sees all his buddies are there already. Okay, so we got our Evergreen and our buyback. Let's do buyback and then finish with Evergreen. There's going to be a card show up in this area soon. If anybody wants to come to Spokane for a card show, let me know. Get you a table. Oh, see, I dig this. This is cool. Old school Don Sutton for Jim Jennings. Angels. Hall of Famer Donnie Sutton. At this time, he just turned 40, and he still went 15-10 and pitched 225 innings. That's awesome. Don Sutton for the Angels. That's a cool card. When I first started collecting, it was not this year, but the next year, 86 tops, 87, something like that. And it was the last cards for like Don Sutton and the Necro brothers. So it was such a cool thing to have like all these guys with 300 wins because it was so rare. It still is super. It's even more rare now, but at the time it was, a little more common. I always felt bad for Tommy John. He had like 265 wins. Okay, our Evergreen pack is Joe Morgan for the Reds. Nice. Juan Soto this time for the Mets. And Jimmy O'Hara. And then our last one is a rookie, Dylan Cruz, going out to Michael Kinney and the Nationals. That's a nice one there. Somebody said they hated putting these in sleeves so much they were putting them in upside down. Maybe baseball players aren't used to what we have to deal with select football. Always has those crazy die cuts. Baseball collectors of this. That's what I meant. Excuse me. Dylan Cruz action. Okay. That's pretty good greens. Yankees did okay to start off. Only one Shohei. Last time I think we got 3 out of that box. Okay. Our next extra, we did a 24. Let's do a 23 pack. Uh, 2023, Gleyber Torres, Kevin Gausman, Tyler Glasnow, Roberto Clemente on a roll call. The Pirates. DL Hall, rookie for the Orioles. That's shiny. Shohei for the Angels. Kenley Jansen and Noah Syndergaard. That's kind of cool. Just a few years ago, he was still an Angel. Hard to believe. I have one more extra. Well, let's do like our hobby. When we get halfway, we'll do the other extra. How's that sound? We're going to do a prize for the first auto out of here. If we happen to get a numbered. Or a patch, we'll do a prize for that too. And of course, the last card. I don't know if anybody collects Basana. If anybody wants the box, I will try and save it for a couple days. Otherwise, it goes to recycling. So if you're watching this later, let me know. Six packs, empty box. Three. We'll do the first 3. Actually, we'll do pack by pack. And these are like pretty much all rookies, so we're going to sleeve them all, but like the non-chrome and yeah, I think you know what I'm saying. Aiden Miller, Cobb Hightower, Samuel Basayo, Esteban Mejia, Travis Honeyman, Cody Freeman, Jay Brashears. I guess they're not all rookies because some of the pro debut and some of them aren't. So they've already been the machine or the product rather. Eli Serrano, Nick Moravito. There we go. Luke K. Shaw. Nice one there for the Twinnies. Agustin Ramirez on a debut. And Ethan Anderson. It's going to be so much fun to sort. All right. Pablo Guerrero. Charlie Soto. The Mighty Muscles of Fort Myers. That's a cool name. Josh Mayfield. Jared Thomas. Colson Montgomery on a League Elites. Sander Mueth. Caleb Durbin on a debut. Spencer Nivens on a chrome. Luke Keishel on a chrome. Cooper Pratt on a debut. Angel Urena and Arroyo on a debut. The Everett Aqua Sox. Oh, I remember that one. So the debut chromes I will go ahead and top load. How's that sound? And I think this one's a White Sox, if I remember right. Colson Montgomery sounds super familiar. First name, like I recognize a lot of names. First, like Chrome name, I recognize. No auto numbered out of that one, but it's okay. Got something pretty coming now. Cole Carrick, Kyle DeBarge, Gage Miller, Kalen Culpepper, Dante's Kid, JD Dix, Yoelen Cespedes, Joshua Kuroda Grower, Franklin Arias, Carter Johnson, Travis Bazan on a debut. There we go. Marcelo Meyer, Eduardo Quintero, Riku Nishida. Okay, we got a blue coming. Number 53 of 75 on a Luis Baez. Signed with the Astros. The Astros are Jeff Kalagi picking up the Luis Baez. We have a Ryan Waldschmidt on the drafted. Not sure where he goes. And then Colt Emerson on an Aqua Sox. Another little Mariners hit. Let's just do this right now. Behind it, we got Marco Arroyo to 99 for the Aqua Sox. So a couple Mariners cards come out. But the first one, the hooks, is an Astro. That's Jeff Kalagi. Astros. A couple Mariners cards. So the first one, Jeff Kalagi. I'm going to roll the dice now, otherwise I will most likely forget. Leaving these cards here. We have a 6 times. 6, 36. Back card going out to Jeff Kalagi's is a Pete Crow Armstrong, Future Stars at a Topps Chrome. 2025. Going out to Jeff K. Sorry, Jeremiah. I know that's one of your guys. You might already have that one, I'm not sure. Jeff Kalagi's picking up that one. Okay. Not sure. Yep, our first auto coming out is Ekedry Vargas, shortstop. Beloit Skycaps. Ekedry Vargas. Signed with the Rangers, trade with the Rangers. So going to the Rain. So I'm not sure if he's still with the Rangers. I might have to do a double check. So it was weird he was signed by the Rangers, but then it said it was traded with the Rangers. So it looks to me like he is a Marlin. They traded Jake Berger to the Rangers for him. So that is a Marlin. And the Marlins are Harlan Benner. So congratulations, Harlan, with the first auto. Put that there. And we'll finish up the Chrome. Hagen Smith, More Ekedri Vargas. Yohandy Morales. Romeo Sanabria. Gerald Perez. And Nick Mitchell. All debuts. This one had Nick Mitchell has a little ding at the bottom there. So, crazy. Nobody's arguing with me, so I guess we're going to go with Marlins. I will roll the dice for Harlan in just a minute. Lots of Chrome debuts. Holy smokes. Another White Sox one, Hagen Smith. Okay, so our first auto is a Marlin. Harlan Benner. Sanabria Romeo. I think it sounds familiar too. Thank you for your patience with this. Okay, rolling the dice for him. Well, from what I could tell, it said Rangers, and then I read a little more, and it said he was traded because it was traded from the Rangers in 2024. 3 times 6 is 18. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Oh, we're doing cross sports here. Sorry, Harlan. Picking up a score treat, going out to Harlan. Yeah, we just don't know if Ekedri Vargas is going to be good or not. Either way, it's one of those. A lot of these cards, you just hold on to them and hope they turn out to be stars someday. We're definitely not much better price point than some of the other boxes. So, okay. We got James Tibbs III. It's fun to say. Alexander Albertus. Leo DeVries. There we go. Heard that one. Phil Merlando. Braylon Morrell. Bernard Moon. Jason Churio. Jason Dominguez. Slade Caldwell. Juan Flores. Ramon Martinez. Eric Hernandez. Demiri Peña. Romeo Sanabria. Dalton Rushing. Jimmy Farrar. And our green is a Drew Beam. Not numbered, just a green parallel. Okay, we have other autos there, so we're going to do the rest of these chrome first, and we'll do our next auto. So we have a Young Chan Trying to be the first South Korean catcher to make the big leagues. Oh, that'd be cool. Cam Caminiti. JD Dix. Arjun Nimala. Jaime Farrar. And Jared Serna. Okay. I guess who Cam Caminiti's dad is. A lot of these guys, we've seen cards of them already in like Bowman and some of the other products. So, what am I doing? Sleeve them instead of top loading. How'd you get Frank's book beans, boy? I was kind of surprised the Royals. I think it's Jack Canglione. I think is one of the chases in here. Surprised they hung out for a bit, but just noticed there's a bunch of rookies from the Royals. So hope the autos don't come to me. All right, up next we have a Spencer Jones for the Jersey Diners and Malcolm Moore. Drafted by the Rangers. 44 of 99. Tyler Haynes. He's eating good in the neighborhood on a Malcolm Moore to 99. Hard-hitting catcher out of Stanford. Congratulations, Tyler. I put that with the Yankees. Spencer Jones. Somerset Patriots. Nice. Okay. Give me 30 seconds. I'm going to grab the other extra, if I can find it. I'll grab something else. I got it right here. Donruss. Donruss Fatty. Hopefully this helps a few people out. Reggie Jackson. Perhaps you've heard of him. Roger Clemens. Hurston Waldrop. Jackson Churio. James Wood. Manny Ramirez. Kierstead to 250 for the Orioles. Jamie O'Hara picking that. Little Heston Kierstead out of a fat pack. That's cool. Jim Palmer, Orioles. Don Mattingly, the Yankees. Jimmy Rollins. Jeff Bagwell. Molina. Ricky. Colson Montgomery for the White Sox in a multicolor. And a Spencer Arrighetti. For Houston. So nice. For the White Sox and Jamie O'Hara. And for the Orioles and Jamie O'Hara. Okay. Now we have a Jim Cat on a green optic numbered to 149. So new 2 numbered cards out of 1 fat pack. Going out to the Twins. And Will Clark. Kobe Mayo. Johnny Bench. Alex Rodriguez. Paul Skeens. Adam Wainwright. Rated rookie Andrew Walters. Tim Hudson. Big Papi. Willie Stargell. Franklin Arias. Dylan Head. Roman Anthony. And Christian Moore for the Angels. That's a good fat pack, though. Getting 2 numbered cards, that's pretty sick. Out of 1 box. Or one box, 1 pack. $1 $7-8 pack. That's pretty cool. Okay, 3 packs left. Last card will be our next prize. Unless we happen to pull a patch, which I doubt. Okay, Carter Matheson, Sebastian Walcott, Victor Rodriguez, Chase Dollander, Mike Henley, Braden Montgomery, Zahir Hope, Walker Janik, Josh Caron, Nathan Gianatello, Trey Morgan, Joe Vitrano, Nathan Fleweling, Braylor Guerrero, Engelf Reyna, and Dalton Rushing on the League Elites for the Texas League. Kind of a cool card for the Dodgers and Tidor. Still, so it's been kind of a standstill in the last half an hour, 45 minutes. Thank you, Tyler, for the update. Going out to Carter Johnson and the Marlins. Harlan Benner. Carter Johnson at 199 on the Chrome debut. Harlan's doing good with them Marlins. We got a Ben Hess for the Yankees on a debut. Robert Calas. Emiliano Teodo. Malcolm Moore. Bryce Cunningham. Johnny Farmello. And Eli Serrano. Like I said, I don't know who's good and who's not. So any Chrome Pro debut, I'm like, well, we better top load just in case. I don't know who's good and who's not. In reality, baseball, nobody knows until they play more. Eli Serrano. And I believe Heritage High comes out next week. So if that's the case, we'll try and do a break with that too. Kevin McGonigal. Tyson Lewis. Ryan Sloan. Rodney Green. Yohendry Vargas. Cole Fontenelle. Braylon Doughty. Bryce Matthews. George Volkel. Braylon Payne. Nick McLean. Connor Griffin. Excuse me. Daimora Pena, number to 175. Jonathan Long, not numbered, but a beautiful checkerboard. And then Walker Jenkins. Oh, mama. I went too far. Jacob Gonzalez on the Winston-Salem Dash Game Used Mem Auto, numbered to 200. Jacob Gonzalez, Winston-Salem. Well, I'm going Ohio State national champs. I don't want them to, but I just feel like nobody's as good. Walker Jenkins, nice one there. Wichita Windsor, that's a great name. And for Super Bowl, golly. I hate the Rams, but I feel like they look really good. It kills me to say it. Checkerboard goes to the Cubbies. Jonathan Long and the Cubbies. Nice one there. Going out to Jeremiah. And then Jacob Gonzalez. I got to find out what team he's affiliated with. So give me 1 second while I look that up. Oh, he's legit. 15th overall, the White Sox. So Jamie O'Hara, the team nobody ever wants the White Sox, and all of a sudden we want the White Sox, and they are eating. Jamie's eating really good tonight. So congratulations to Jamie O'Hara. It's a beautiful card, yeah. Kind of like the napkin patch even. This was him too, wasn't it? Oh, no. That's you. That's the Rangers. He got some other cool cards. So either way, he's doing good. Congratulations to him and the Rangers. That's a cool RPA, though. All right, Marvin Alcantara, Walker Jenkins, Kadim Dia, Brooks Bannon, Xander Mueth, and Cody Brett. These type of products, sometimes you get a bonus auto, so you just never know. Yeah, definitely. The random teams are coming through. That's who's getting all the hits. Even myself, the Twins have been my best cards, and then yeah, you got the. The Marlins coming through for Harlan, and then for you, or not for you, with the Rangers for you. So, all right, last one. We're gonna do the last card. Will be our last prize. Are you taking the family somewhere next week for Thanksgiving, kind of as a goodbye to college football? Let the family recover. I was just curious. I thought you might head somewhere warmer. All right, Caleb Durbin, Colt Emerson, Fenwick Trimble, Blake Burke, Jacob Cozart, Luke Adams, Jack Penny, Sheng-En Lin, Nick Kurtz, that's a pretty good one for the Athletics, Christian Campbell for the Red Sox, Jonathan, Ivan Luciano, Han-Seok Jung, Sean Keys, and there's finally the one I was hoping for the Royals, and then the Jack Caglione. Oh, Nick Kurtz for the Athletics and Harlan also. Oh, that sounds pretty sweet. I'm sure the kids are going to love that. That's awesome. Are you really trying to coincide with the Big Ten championship? Because that'd be sick. All right, Justin Crawford for the Luchadores de Reading. That's cool. There we go. Pirates, 44 of 150. Nice one, then Levi Sterling. And then we got another bonus auto. That is a fourth. Never mind, our fourth auto. Nate Nankill for the Athletics. Harlan Benner is eating good in the neighborhood again. He gets the Marlins auto and now the Athletics auto on the Nate Nankill. Dorothy Mantooth. Nice hard here for the Pirates, though. That's awesome. All right. Jonathan Santucci for the Mets. Brody Hopkins. Ty Pete. Ethan Anderson. Kellen Lindsay on a debut. And last one's Drew Green, which is me and the Royals. So we go back to the Dodgers for the last card. And that's Tony Tidor. So, Tony, would you give me two numbers for a prize for the last card? If you're still with us. If not, we'll roll the dice. Two and 12 already. Whew, so congratulations. We had the autos were split between three people, which you hope it's for four, so more people have a better day. But got lots of numbers coming out for a lot of different people. And once again, with these cards, we just don't know. Some of these people could be huge stars in a couple of years. 2 and 12. 1 and 2. Okay. Kind of a harder choice. We'll see. We have a Hunter Pence auto from 2007. I know he's in the pros for a while. I don't know if he's still in the pros, but he was for a while there. Hunter Pence. And then the other one is a blue parallel batting leaders with Luis Arias, Shohei Ohtani, and Marcell Ozuna at a 2025 tops. Those are your choices, Tony. The blue sparkle parallel or the Hunter Pence auto. This one, I kind of figured you might, just because it's got Shohei on there. And if you don't already have it, it's cool. It's a cool looking card. It's really nice. Alrighty. Well, thanks you guys again. I'm going to do a brief recap. You're welcome to stay. Welcome to go. Welcome to hate me if you want to. No. Take me just a second to get all lined up. That's Marlins. That's A's. And this one was... what's this one? Astros? Maybe it's Astros. I'm trying to remember now. I don't know. I'm so bad. Okay, there's Braves and Braves, Blue Jays, Guardians, Cubbies, Padres, Giants, Blue Jays. Thanks you guys again. Appreciate it. That's a Cubby. Okay, cool. Twins, White Sox. That's who it was. White Sox with Jimmy O'Hara. Okay, yeah, I got it now. Okay, got it figured out. Sorry, guys. Not the sharpest knife in the drawer. KC, Mariners. Astros. Guardians. Orioles. That's Mariners. Angels. Guardians. Marlins. Okay. Thanks you guys again for helping fill this up. Appreciate it. Okay. Okay. Whew. If I remember it all. All right, Blue Jays. We got a Will Wagner and a Vlad Guerrero die cut. Mets, we got the Juan Soto Evergreen. Going out to Jamie O'Hara. For the Charlie Connon. Drew Romo, though, for the Rockies on a green parallel. Kumar Rucker for the Rangers. Rangers actually had the auto, too. My bad. So you got the green rookie for the Rangers for Tyler, plus that auto coming up. Okay. Carroll on a Diamondbacks die cut. Going to Jim Jennings. Treek Skubal on a Tigers die cut. Going out to Hosby. Schwarber on a die cut for the Phillies. And Mike Hosby. Karen Durant for the Red Sox die cut. Going out to Jamie O'Hara. Matt Chapman on the Giants die cut. Going out to Andrew there. Luis Baez for the Astros, numbered to 75. Nice low number. That one's going out to Jeff Kalages. Luis Arias on a die cut for the Padres and Mike Hosby. Chris Sale for the Braves on a die cut. And a Freddie Freeman buyback card for the Braves and Tony Tidor. Nice one there. For the Guardians, Joaquinski Noel going out to Michael Kinney along with a Travis Bizon debut and a Clase on a die cut. For the Angels and Jim Jennings, Caden Dana on a green rookie. And a Don Sutton buyback card for Jim Jennings. Cool card. I like that one. For the Orioles and Jimmy O'Hara, we got the DL Hall on the chrome, kind of. And Kierstead at 250. For the, who are these? Cubbies. Chunking along on the checkerboard debut. Alcantara on a green. Going up to the Cubbies. For the Dodgers and Tony Tito are Dalton Rushing on a Texas League Elite. Shohei on a die cut. Mariners and Andrew there. Logan Gilbert on a die cut. Arroyo to 99. And a Colt Emerson on the Aqua Sox mascot card. For the 20s and me, David Fester on a green. Pena numbered to 175. And a Jim Cat numbered to 149 for the 20s. For the Nationals, that's about it for you, Michael Kinney, but a nice Dylan Cruz evergreen die cut. For the Reds, and Chase Stoffel, Joe Morgan on the die cut. Reese Hines on the green, and Ellie De La Cruz die cut. Nice list. So nothing for the Brewers, but some nice Reds cards coming out. Giancarlo Stanton on a die cut for the Yankees, along with 2 Aaron Judge die cuts. No, sorry, excuse me, 3 Aaron Judge die cuts. And a Juan Soto to the moon, all going out to the Yankees and Tyler Haynes. For the Pirates, Sterling to 150, a old school Roberto Clemente roll call, O'Neill Cruz die cut, and a Paul Skeens die cut, all going out to Jeff Collage on his PC. Nice card. For me and the Royals, we got a Bobby Witt die cut, 2 of them, and a Drew Beam green parallel and a Jack Caglione on a drafted. This is the Marlins. We got a Carter Johnson 199, Griffin Conant on a green, and a Kedry Vargas auto, the pro debut. For Nankiel and the Athletics, Harlan Benner picking up. So both those are Harlan Benner. The Nate Nankiel auto on a debut. The green Malcolm Moore auto 99 going out to the Rangers. And Mr. Tyler Haynes. And that's one of our biggest winners. Next up is probably the green and red Colson Montgomery and a Jacob Gonzalez RPA to 200 going out to the White Sox and Jamie O'Hara. So our big winner definitely is Jamie O'Hara today. But Tyler did pretty good, and so did Harlan Benner with the Athletics and Marlins. So thanks you guys again for supporting all the breaks. This one will take a little longer to sort than some of the others, but appreciate your support. And like I said, I'll probably have Phoenix up tomorrow. So hopefully I'm not overwhelming all of you. And then we might take a little break for the holiday, except for some Star Wars action. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. You never know. Or maybe a little throwback. I need to do a give back break too. So might just throw something together like that also. So I owe you guys one as a thank you for all your support. All right, everybody have a great day, and we will talk soon.